They call me warrior. They call me loyalty. And they call me...
Okay, so now Sandra and I are going to show you what to do when you have that person come up to you. This could be the drunk guy at the bar, or just somebody that puts their arm around you that you don't really want them putting their arm around you. Okay, if it's like this, all right, I'm like, hey, she can always, again, just use her arm to knock my arm off and be like, hey, don't touch me. But there's a little difference when that guy has been drinking or he's a little bit more aggressive, right? He feels heavy. Like this is just me putting my arm around her. She doesn't want me to put my arm around her. She can easily knock it off and just be like, hey, don't touch me, right? But it's different when I've been drinking or whatever. If I just want to be aggressive, I give her a little bit of weight. I'm like, hey, how you doing? So now when she feels this weight of a man on top of her, this can kind of be a little disorienting, okay? So what she's going to do is she's going to bring her hands up. They're going to form, all right, kind of a V or a butterfly, all right, whatever you want to call it. She's going to turn into me as she dips her head and check my hips and push me off and dip her head right out of the way. That's kind of our level 1, all right, defense from that, okay? So if I come up to her again, right, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, whoa. And she's just out. She's gone. I never had a chance to advance my position, all right? And then she, again, now she's letting me know, hey, don't touch me, right? It's not okay for me to come up and put my arms around her. Good. Okay, so now Sandra and I already told you, or showed you, how to get out of the simple kind of headlock, right, or arm around. But if the guy has already come up with force, right, and broken her head down like this, that's way more difficult. She can't just, especially if I got my forearm next to her jaw, right, she can't just simply push on my hips and get out of that. It's too much force right there. And she may feel like her neck is starting to pop, you know, it may become difficult for her to breathe, okay? Women aren't used to this position, and it's devastating when it comes to a bigger, stronger attacker, all right? So when I have her in this position here, okay, if her legs are in front of mine, okay, I want to be sure that she's got her legs behind mine, or she wants to be sure she has that. And now we're making hip-to-hip contact. So her back hip, all right, with her right leg is going to make contact behind my hip, okay? Also, she's going to come up and she's going to grab my arm and she's going to ratchet grip just like she always does, like she's doing a chin-up, okay? From here, what she's going to be able to do, remember, she's not going to make out with this guy. He's got her in the headlock, all right? She's going to turn her chin in, just like she did before, but now her hand, her other hand, is going to come in between our two heads. Go ahead. So boom. If she does that, now she's able to get a firm grip on my jaw. She doesn't want to grab me by the throat. There's no leverage on the throat. She's not affecting my spinal structure. She wants to be able to affect my posture and my spine. She can do a really good job of that by grabbing me by the chin. If she grabs me by the chin, she's not just using the strength of her arm to pull my head back. Remember that hip-to-hip connection back here? So now, as she's looking up with her head, her hips are coming forward and her arm is coming back. Now she's extending me. So her elbow goes parallel and then down perpendicular to the ground. And now I'm really taken out of alignment. She can, if she wants to, let go of this arm. Okay, now she has groin strikes she can do. She has throat strikes. She has face strikes. She's got all kinds of areas she can target, or she can simply just lift my arm up off her head, all right, get out. If she wants to be even more effective, effective by leaving me on the ground. We'll come back to that same position. Okay, I've got her in the headlock. She's reached over, she's grabbed my jaw. Boom, she sits, she stands up. Boom. Now, as she continues down with this, as she lifts my arm up, continue down with your elbow, she takes me down to the ground. There is a contingency. What if I start to punch her face? Okay? Again, she's not going to last very long. Take too many of those punches before a bigger, stronger attacker can knock her out. So she's got to be able to defend punches from the headlock position too. So now we're going to show you how to deal with that. Okay? So now I've got her broken off into this headlock position. My arms are locked, okay, around her. I'm trying to still wrestle her down. She comes up, she does the same thing here. But now, all right, before she's able to get her hand over, all right, to defend, she feels me do this. She feels me do this. She knows what's coming. When I've let go with one hand, she knows that this other hand is coming in to punch, right? So when she feels this, her bar hand is now going to come in and intercept. Boom, here, okay? Notice she's got a thumbless grip. What I mean by thumbless grip is the same thing as a monkey grip. Her thumb is now wrapped around my forearm, okay? It's on top of my forearm with her other four fingers. That's stronger. She can stop this, okay? So now she's kind of got that arm. I'm not making the connection with her face. Okay, from here, she's going to start to, again, look up, all right, and drive her hips into the back of my hip. That's going to start to extend me. Now, her arm is grabbing my forearm right here. Go ahead, grab it. Is going to pull backwards hard and yank me this way. She's going to let go, and now she knows she's in a good position to come up and grab my jaw perfectly. She put me here in that position. It's like she did whiplash, got me ripped back, and now she comes up and immediately catches the jaw. She's ripping me back to get my jaw exposed. Boom. Now she's in the same position. All she needs to do is continue that elbow down, lift her hips, lift my arms, and I'm down. She was able to defeat the punches by intercepting them. All right, putting an arm in between both of us. All right, I have a third contingency that I'll show you in a later video. Good. All right, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this portion of American Warrior Combatives. You know, learning how to counter certain grabs and certain holds from a bigger, stronger attacker. It's very important, and anyone can learn how to do this. So, you know, Sandra just learned all this stuff today, right before we filmed, okay, and then she was able to do it and manipulate me quite well. And if you'd like to see more of Sandra, you can see her at...
My Instagram is Sandra_so_wise.
All right. You can always find me at AmericanWarriorCombatives.com, AmericanWarriorCombatives@gmail.com if you have any questions. We also have Facebook and Instagram. Take care.